Well, hi guys. Today our subject is managing groups and utilizing groups in Facebook for leads and lead capture and sales and generating more traffic to your page. And this is definitely a topic that I think is going to be very popular with you guys, because from what I see in looking at most of your social media pages is that you are utilizing groups quite a bit. So we want to talk about that today, how you can utilize that, how you can form one of those, some of the permissions. We are going to try and keep this about 15 to 20 minutes, so just bear with me if we go a little bit over that, because there is a lot to cover on Facebook groups. But if you are already using a group, I hope that you are finding that to be successful and advantageous to your business. It is something that can be helpful in forming more of a relationship as opposed to what you would traditionally put on just a Facebook business page. That being said, there are things that you can do in groups and things that you can't do in groups. So that oftentimes confuses people just a little bit as far as permissions and who you can and can't invite. If you are the administrator of your own group or you are the creator of your own group, you can do pretty much everything. But if you are part of another group that you have either been invited to or requested to join, there are oftentimes permissions that you might not see since you didn't create the group that are going to throw you off as far as why can't I post this, or why can't I tag this person, or why can't I tag this business page. So it is beneficial for you to do maybe just a little bit of trial and error when it comes to searching groups. So without further ado, let's point over here to our screen, and this is my personal Facebook page. It is more advantageous as a general note to utilize Facebook groups from your personal page, okay? You're gonna be interacting as yourself the majority of the time. There are times that you can interact as a page, which sometimes is beneficial as well if you're posting maybe an offer or need to tag that page in it, i.e. your Card My Yard page for your location. Most of the posting though is done from a personal account. So it would be your Facebook personal account that you log into. Here you'll see your groups. Now this is going to show both people who have added you and maybe some groups that you have added yourself to, and then some suggestions. So as you can see here across the top, this is based on other groups you are part of. You'll see your groups here down the side, and then you have the ability shown here to create a group. Now you can also sort by group category, so this might be something that is advantageous if you're looking to try and get into more groups. What you'll often find there are groups for are things like neighborhood associations, PTAs, certain trades or industries, certain hobbies or interests, things like fishing, hunting, crafting, you name it, there really is probably a group for just about everything. When you go into the search bar here and you want to look for groups here, you could type in things like birthday gift, okay? And that may be something that you see that might be advantageous. So here you'll see all the different things across the top. Again, remember our filters. So if we want to just look at groups that pertain to our search of birthday groups, we can look here and you can see birthday gifts. That might be something that you want to post in. Gifts for men, birthday and holidays. All of these, it looks like, are somewhat open groups. The important thing to remember is that you could be a member of a million different groups, but it is not only going to block up your notifications and cloud up your notifications on your Facebook page, but sometimes it isn't advantageous based on the members in it. What I would look for is a group with over 100 members. You don't ever want to be a part of a super small group unless it is directly related to your company, directly related to your neighborhood, something that is important to you. But as far as gaining recognition and doing marketing types of things for your company, it's advantageous to look for groups that have more than 100 members. So as you can see here, you can see 364 members, 173, 2,000. And of course, you'll just click on join and you'll go through the permissions there for that. Now, if you are, as you can see over here, you can also filter your results by public, private, closed, any type of groups, my groups. So make sure that you're using your filters to make your searching a little bit easier. And then you would go in here, and I often recommend if you're thinking about joining a group or you want to be part of a group, is that you go in and just kind of look at what's being posted in here, okay? Looks like this isn't truly something that we want to be a part of. As you can see, this doesn't truly look like someone who is doing birthday gifts. as a group. So make sure you kind of research your groups before you just go through and click on join. Let's do graduation gifts, because I know that is a big one that is coming up soon for you guys. And we might be able to benefit from looking up a group that has graduation gifts, okay? So this looks like it's a product or service. The University Co-op is a page. So let's go over here to groups and let's look through graduation 2000 ideas for gift parties, etc. This might be a great one for us to post some information about our services. It is truly just a large group of people with 466 members that has 0 posts for today. Once you join the group, you'd be able to see some of the things on their wall. If you join something, guys, and you don't feel like it's something that would benefit you, just remove yourself from it. You always have the option of joining or unjoining a certain group, okay? Here under more, you can create a new group off of that as well. Again, those 3 magic Disneyland buttons here. When you go into a group that you are part of, okay, let me just jump into one of these that I am part of. This is one of my groups that I'm a member of. You can see here that all of the admins are going to be marked as admin. Some of these are set to private, so you can only do certain things in them. You can always on the side find more groups that are related to that. And here underneath your area here is going to, just like you can invite friends to like a page, you can invite people to be a member of a group, okay? So maybe you're surfing through and you're posting things and someone asks you, where could I go to find out more information about the services and the type of gifts that you guys provide from Guard My Yard? You could always say, well, I post everything in this group. It might be something that you find advantageous. Let me go ahead and add you or invite you to be a member of that group, okay? You would do that over here. You can enter a name or an email address. They do not have to already be your friend on Facebook, so that's helpful. As you can see here, there is the ability to add basically anything within this group, and it's going to post to all the members of that group. Now, if I go to start tagging something that is not a member of that group, oops, trying to talk and type at the same time. So here we go. Here's all of the pages. And you can see that this allows you to tag pages in here. So you could actually tag your own business page to ensure that people get there. Maybe do an incentive. Say, you know, thanks for being a part of this group. We're offering an exclusive offer to just this group only. Contact Guard My Yard, tag your page. Contact Guard My Yard Aledo for more information via direct message, okay? And then you can do any of the elements that you usually do in here. This is just like posting the status on your Facebook. Now, there are certain groups that are closed that do not have the same permissions that you cannot, let's see if I can find one that I can remember that has the right permissions, to not be able to add certain things to those pages. Let's see, I think this might be one of them. Let's see, I'm trying to find one that only has special permissions for you to add certain things, okay? And do remember, guys, that you're going to have oftentimes an administrator that is going to have to approve your post before it goes in there. There are chances that sometimes when you post things, they might not get approved to be posted. So you should always see the admin here, and the admin has, of course, full rights. It looks like pretty much anybody can put things in here. They're doing lost and found. They're showing post trades, kind of anything looking for recommendations. I often think that this might be a good way to pick up people who you don't know are on your side. So if you are posing as yourself, you could go in and say, looking for recommendations on places to buy a really cool sign for my front yard for my daughter's graduation. And what you'll find then is that people that are either members of this group or, you know, just general people that are in the group or have seen the post will reach out and post something on there, post a recommendation, and hopefully tag your page. This is a great way for you to go in and kind of filter through those results and see, how many people know about you and how many people know about your services, and then also go back and educate people. So if you have people on there that comment something to the effect of, I'm not sure, but I'm looking for the same type of thing, that would be a great opportunity for you to capitalize on going in and asking that person, hey, did you know that we have a location here, or our closest location is here? We'd love to offer you, you know, our services for the project that you're looking for, okay? So that's groups here. You will see everything as far as announcements. You can look at the members in the group. If there are any events that are posted to a group, you will find those as well here. You can search through the group itself, and if you happen to be looking for the members of the group and someone's commenting a lot on your things and you want to add them as a friend, click on members and look at through all these people here, and you can always add them as a friend. It's a quick, easy way to see who's members of the group and then add them as a friend. Let's see what else we can do here. You can always share the group to your page if you happen to find something that, find a group that is advantageous or beneficial, and you learn to share that and say, hey, we found some really good information about local birthday gifts. Also think about Card My Yard as a birthday alternative. You could share that on your page as well. You can always share a group, a person, a page, anything basically that's on Facebook you can share. Okay, let's look at chats here. This is internal chat, if there have been any chat groups. As you can see, these people have started a chat group. You could always do a group chat as well. If you wanted to maybe include the 4 or 5 people who are asking about services that are within this group, you can say create a group chat, select those members of that group and have a personal chat with them. Let's see, what else about groups? If you have been invited to groups or you have certain things on your groups tab here that you want to look for, you'll see friends groups, you'll see popular near you, more suggestions, as everything's filling in here, lots of suggestions, based on, of course, what groups you are already part of. So if you are not part of any groups, might be something for you to do just a little bit of playing around with navigating and making sure that you're able to see some of those options, anything that you might see here. Or if there isn't a group that you feel like is a good fit, maybe you want to start a group for that and then invite friends to join it. You're always welcome to do that as well if you don't see a group that fits. What I recommend on group posting is that you always give the people ample information as far as how to get back to your page. So remember, they are arriving to this group because of a common interest, a like, maybe a suggestion just like this, maybe they saw you post on your personal page. When you post something into a group, we want to make sure that it's easily accessible for them to get back to your Card My Yard business page, okay? Our goal here is not to add more friends. Our goal here is not to do any type of advertising on our personal page. Our goal is to get more followers to our business page. The more followers we have to our business page, the easier it is to sell our services, correct? Because a business page is set up for sales and transactions. So our main goal here on any of our business or any of our group posts should be directing traffic back to our business page. So just ensure whenever you are posting anything that you either inside the description or the status update itself, you tag the business or your business page, or if you just get done with the post and you weren't able to fit it in somehow, return key, put a couple of dots, dot return, add a little space in between there, tag your own business page, okay? You are able to do that from a PC. Now be careful on some of these things on your mobile device. Again, as we've talked about in earlier trainings, there are not going to be all the availabilities as far as what you can post to the group, what you can see in the group, how you can tag in the group. All those things may not be available via your mobile device. So make sure that you are doing all of this type of investigatory work, any type of tagging, any type of posting on your actual computer. Okay, we will be talking further about how to utilize group posts and also utilizing anything of that element in the Instagram setting. We have Instagram coming up for you guys that are excited about that. I'm about 20 minutes in, so I'm going to cut this short. My biggest recommendation, guys, for groups is that if you are having a hard time personally connecting with people that are following your business page, and whether that's you just don't have enough time to jump on and manage all the comments, or you're just struggling on making personal interactions with people, groups can sometimes be more of a private environment that people feel safer making comments, doing suggestions, responding to comments, responding to somebody who might be asking for recommendations. It truly is just another avenue for you to have to look at and for you to keep up with notifications on, but definitely make sure that if it's something that you might be able to benefit from, especially guys, the biggest benefit that I have seen for people who offer some type of local service is utilizing groups for whether it be homeowners associations or certain neighborhoods, certain online garage sale type of groups. Those are great places where people are often looking. Of course, we know Facebook Marketplace is a big deal. Good places where people are often looking for some type of service or a recommendation on service. It might just be something for you to easily jump in and ask for recommendations on something, and then use that as a key to get back to those people who said they were interested in receiving information, or maybe they recommended your competitor. And you can use that as a selling advantage. Reach out to those people and say, hey, I saw that you recommended, Joe Blow, competitor down the street. Did you know that Card My Yard has these services that were available, that were here, that we maybe are cheaper, better product, however you can leverage that in order to start a conversation with that person and let them know about your services. Look forward to seeing you guys again on our next training. We're getting closer to the end. So if you have additional suggestions on subjects that you can send to Jessica and Amy for these training seminars, please send those over. You can send them directly to me at my socialwithpassion@gmail.com address. That's the bottom of all of your e-blasts. Or you can shoot those over to Amy and Jessica. Let them know what you might want to see in future trainings. We are set to end in June, but I would love to spend the whole summer with you guys, giving you some little tidbits of information if they are usable and if you find them to be helpful. So please submit those suggestions to Jessica and Amy or directly back to me. If you have any additional questions, again, the bottom of all of the e-blast has that quick little block where you can click on it and get some more information or contact me directly. Thanks. You guys have a great afternoon.